Hi, it's me. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to read you a story about a monster who is afraid of kids. Once upon a time in a faraway land, deep in the woods lived a scary monster. His name was Gruff, and he was very hairy. He had big sharp teeth and green, slimy skin, and his favorite thing to do was to scare people. One day, Gruff heard some children laughing and playing outside his cave. He peeked out of his cave and saw the children playing. "Ha ha!" thought Gruff. "I can scare them." So he came out of his cave and started stomping his feet and roaring like a lion. The children stopped playing and stared at Gruff. They weren't scared at all. Instead, they started laughing and said, "Look at that silly monster. He looks like he has no teeth." Gruff was so surprised. He had meant to scare the children, but they weren't scared. They were laughing at him. Gruff felt his face get hot and his ears get red. He wanted to go back into his cave, but then the children started chasing him. They were still laughing and having fun. Gruff ran and ran, but the children were faster than he was. They caught up with him and asked, "Why are you running, Mr. Monster?" Gruff was out of breath and couldn't speak. He just looked at the children and then at his feet. The children looked at each other and then burst out laughing. One of the children said, "You're just like a big baby. No wonder you're afraid of us." Gruff felt ashamed. He didn't want to be called a baby. He was a monster, and monsters aren't afraid of kids. At least, that's what he had told himself for many years. But he was afraid of kids, and there was nothing he could do about it. The children continued to tease Gruff, and he continued to run away. After a while, Gruff sat down on a nearby rock and cried. The children stopped teasing him when they saw that he was sad. "Why are you crying, Mr. Monster?" they asked. Gruff took a deep breath and wiped his eyes. "I'm not a monster," he said. "I'm just a furry monster, and I'm afraid of kids." The children were shocked. They couldn't believe that a monster would be afraid of them. But when they looked at Gruff, they saw that he was really upset. "We're sorry we made fun of you, Gruff," they said. "We didn't know you were afraid of us." Gruff smiled. "It's okay," he said. "I'm actually really happy you found me. I've been so lonely lately, and I needed a friend." The children were very happy to hear this. They had never had a monster as a friend before, and they knew that Gruff would be a great addition to their group. From that day on, the children and Gruff became best friends. They played together every day in the woods, and Gruff never went back into his cave. He lived with the children in a little house that they built for him. Gruff loved living with the children. He loved playing with them and making them laugh. He was no longer afraid of kids, and he was very happy. The end.